I was actually bullied a lot. Everywhere I went after Chino, people were just kind of like, what's wrong with your eyes? Why do you look like that? Fontana, the population is really Hispanic. So actually my whole life growing up, I was kind of different. So I was actually bullied a lot. Yeah. I remember when I was little, I used to live in Chino, and I went to like this really diverse elementary school, and I think it went up to like the 6th grade. I don't remember like how far up it was.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know. It was called Newman Elementary. Ooh, Newman Heights. And I went there for a brief time, and I think I remember moving somewhere towards the 3rd grade, and then I moved to Fontana, and I was born in Fontana. So I remember living in Pomona, Fontana, Chino, so I moved around a lot. But everywhere I went after Chino, people were just kind of like, what's wrong with your eyes? Why do you look like that? Fontana, the population is really Hispanic. I was kind of afraid of going to Fall High, no lie. I was like, oh my God, once I get to Fontana High School, I have to bring out the sombreros. I have to get super into my culture, because apparently like that's what I'm seeing and that's what I'm hearing is going on during the assemblies and like whatever in the quad. And I was kind of like, like I was saying into my Asian stuff and whatever. And I was like, and I already had my parents going like, you're Mexican, Monica, you're not Japanese, like, oh, like what's so wrong with it? Like I love the culture. So, and then I was also a gifted student, and so I'd be that person asking like the questions like towards the end of class, and those kids like getting really upset, like, yo, I'm just trying to go to recess. And so I really had to dumb myself down. Like I realized that pretty early on, and so I was like, oh, they know now, like I need to be quiet, nobody likes me. And so I got picked on a lot. I remember getting like slapped across the face during recess under like a slide, and I was just minding my own business reading a book. I remember another time where I was in like the cafeteria lunch area, and I was just like drinking a carton of chocolate milk, and then this guy used to pick on me, like this guy like twice my size, little white kid, and I think he liked me, but whatever. He used to pick on me, and I think he told me something, and like that was my first bad word. That was like it. Like I was done. Like it was like 5th grade, my first bad word, because this kid like bullied me up until like I don't know what grade. And I remember that same kid, the last day of school, he like literally he tried to drop kick me. He jumped in the air and he tried to drop kick me, and I went like, and he fell on his back, and I was like, whoa. And he was so mad. Like he was on the floor for a while because he was a bigger kid, and I was already like past the gate, past the school, right? And he caught up to me, and he was upset because he was made a fool in front of his friends, and he pinned me up against the gate, and he stepped on my shoelace. Like he pushed me around. Like he had pinned me up against the gate, then he pulled me off the gate, turned me around, stepped on my shoelace, and then pushed me. And so like I pretty much tumbled into the street, and I'm just like, what the? And I was just like, are you serious? Like, what's wrong with this kid? So pretty much that was elementary, or that was middle school.
Is there a teacher, a friend, any like superwoman, man, someone coming like say, yo, this is out of line? Like anybody, like anybody coming out anywhere and trying to be like, hey.
In between all of this, though, I did have somebody help me. Another person I consider my grandmother. She's long gone as well. Her name was Caroline Smith. She used to do our taxes.
Yo, shout out to her.
I know. She had been doing our taxes since before I was born, and she just happened to be a medium. So she had told me once before that I have like a long line of strong women in our family. They've been telling me since I was little that I'm gifted and I'm special, and I'm like, sure, that's why I have so many bullies. Right, but no, yeah, so I like that kind of like gave me a spark too, I guess, knowing that like I have a bigger purpose in the world. Like like I can trust her because she talks to spirits, and like she's like a really warm feeling, and like Yeah, like it's someone that I consider like a grandmother. So I think she had an impact on my life. My grandmother's had an impact on my life. My grandma on my dad's side, like she had an impact on my life. She was silly like me. She was always like, I know what you're doing. I'm not gonna say anything. Or she'd just give me a face. Like she was just like really chill about everything. All she wanted was her little coffee. No Starbucks. Give me coffee from McDonald's. Like, give me coffee from 7-Eleven. She loved her coffee. And then the thing about my grandma Gracie or my grandma Graciela, she always had her hair red. Doesn't matter what. She's not the typical grandma. Like ever since forever, she's had her hair wine red. Like, and her sisters also had their hair wine red. Yeah, at one point. I don't know why, but that's probably why my favorite color is red.
Hey,
dark red.